Dear students, welcome back to the session on three-hinged parabolic arches. Probably this is the last session. Here I have taken a problem where the supports are not at the same level. Supports A and B of a three-hinged parabolic arch are not at the same level. The arch has a span of 40 meters and it is subjected to a uniformly distributed load of 20 kilonewton per meter on the left portion, that is in the portion AC, and it also is subjected to a load of 60 kilonewton at a distance of 5 meter from B. Now the question is to find out bending moment, normal thrust and radial shear at E. E is at a distance of 10 meter from A. So this is the question. Now we know that the total span of the arch is 40, but the horizontal portions of AC, I call it as L1, and CD, I call it as L2, are not known. But we know that L1 plus L2 is equal to 40. Call this equation 1. And the property of the parabola is such that L1 upon L2 is equal to root of H1 upon H2, where H1 is the rise of the portion AC, which is 6 meters. H2 is the rise of portion CB, which is 2 meters. So let me substitute here. Root of H1 is 6 divided by 4. I call this as 2. So let us solve these two equations, that is L1 plus L2 equal to 40 and L1 upon L2 is root of 6 by 4. You are going to get the value of L1 equal to 25.36 meter, whereas L2 will be smaller, which is equal to 14.64. So we found out, so I will write it here 25.36 so that it will be easy for us. This is 25.36 and this remaining CB horizontal portion is 14.64. Okay, now we have found out the values of L1 and L2. Let us quickly see how to get the reactions. For getting the reactions, let us take moment at B equal to 0 with clockwise positive. So I call this as reaction VA. Horizontal thrust H acting, reaction VB, horizontal thrust H. So let me take moment at B equal to 0 with clockwise positive. First is VA into 40 clockwise minus moment due to UDL 20 into the length of the UDL, that is 25.36, into the distance of the point of concentration of UDL from B, that is 25.36 by 2 plus L2, which is equal to 14.64. Then moment due to 60 minus 60 into 5, that is also anti-clockwise. Then moment due to H, last H, again it is anti-clockwise, minus H into the distance between the line of action of H and point B, the vertical distance, that is equal to H into, this is 6 meter, this is 2 meters. So H is at a distance of 4 meter below B, so minus H into 4 is equal to 0. If you solve this equation, you are going to get the first equation, that is equal to 40 VA minus 4H is equal to 14156.704. I call this as equation A. Another equation is, let us take bending moment at C equal to 0 with left hand side only. We know we have already done this. So it is VA into only left hand side 25.36 minus H into 6, that is anti-clockwise. Then moment due to UDL minus 20 into 25.36 into 25.36 by 2 is equal to 0. So when you solve this, or when you simplify this, you are going to get the second equation, that is 25.36 VA minus 6H is equal to 6431.296. I call this as equation B. So solve equation A and B simultaneously. You are going to get the value of VA and H. VA will be equal to 427.36 kilonewton. H will be equal to 734.424 kilonewton. And when you know VA, you can find out VB by writing simple sigma V equal to 0. And when you do the calculation VB, it will be 139.84 kilonewton. So this is how we can find the reactions VA and VB along with horizontal thrust. Now let us move further and see how to find out bending moment, normal thrust and radial shear at point E. See, the bending moment and normal thrust and radial shear, we have done it in the previous sessions. Similarly, we are going to do here also. So let me write down the formula for bending normal thrust first. N is equal to H cos theta plus V sin theta, and radial shear VR is equal to V cos theta minus H sin theta. We have already found out the value of H. We need to find out the value of theta and D. For finding out the value of theta, we should know the equation of the parabola. Y is equal to 4hx upon L square into L minus x, where L is the entire span of the arch. That means it is not the arch AB. Just imagine that if you continue this B up to the level of A, say suppose B dash here, then the span would be 25.36 into 2. So that will be the value of L. So that I am going to substitute, and H will be 6 meter. So 4 into 6 into x upon L. L will be equal to 50.72, that is double of 25.36, the whole square, into L minus x, 50.72 minus x. If you simplify this, you are going to get the value of y is equal to 0.473x minus 0.00933x squared. Now differentiate this as usual. dy by dx 0.473 into 1 minus 0.00933 x square, differentiation is 2x. This is equal to tan theta. Now you have to substitute the value of x to get theta at E. The value of x is 10 meters. So if you substitute, you are going to get the value of theta, which will be equal to 15.98 degrees. The only catch is you have to take L, which is equal to 25.36 into 2. That's what I have done here. L equal to 25.36 into 2, that is 50.72. So now we have found out the value of theta. Now let us see how to find out the value of V, because in the normal thrust and radial shear expressions we have V. You know V is vertical shear at E. It's very easy. Algebraic sum of all the vertical forces. So V at E will be equal to V at 10, which is equal to VA minus 20 into 10. VA minus 20 into 10. We know already VA 427.36 minus 20 into 10, which will be equal to 768. Sorry, not 768. The value will be much lesser. 227.36 kilonewton. So this will be the value of V or VE or VA, VE or V10 that you are going to substitute. So now you have the expression for normal thrust. N is equal to H cos theta plus V sin theta. So if you substitute that, you are going to get H cos theta 734.424 cos of 15.98 plus V 227.36 sin of 15.98. If you do the calculation, you are going to get the value of normal thrust equal to 768.72 0.63 kilonewton. Similarly, you can do radial shear V cos theta. V cos theta is 227.36 cos of 15.98 minus H 734.424 sine of 15.98. So if you do the calculation, you are going to get a radial shear which is equal to 16.387 kilonewton. So we have found out normal thrust, radial shear. Now let us find out bending moment at E. Bending moment at E is equal to algebraic sum of all the moments on the left of E, that is VA into 10 clockwise, minus H into YE. YE is the vertical distance, you can call this as YE. Then moment due to UDL minus 20 into 10 into 10 by 2. Now YE is the value of Y at x equal to 10 meters. So you know already expression for Y. So substitute expression for Y. YE becomes 0.473 into 10. You know already Y is equal to 0.473 into x minus 0.00933 into 10 square, that is x squared. So if you do the calculation, you are going to get the value of Y equal to 3.797 meter. Now substitute the value of YE in the expression for ME. Everything is known. You know already VA, you know already H, that is horizontal thrust, which is found out. YE we have found out, and then when you do the calculation, you are going to get moment at E is equal to 484.988 kilonewton meter. So this is how you are going to find out the bending moment, normal thrust and radial shear at E. So keep this in mind while taking the expression for Y. You have to take, with A as origin, you have to take the value of span is equal to 4, that is 25.36 into 2, not 40. This is total 40. It is not, but you have to take double of 25.36. So let's pause here, and we will conclude the session on 3-hinged parabolic arches with his presentation. Thank you.